Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video tutorial, I'll be explaining two functions which are used in data analysis. One is XLOOKUP and another one is filter function. Okay, they are very powerful function and very important. Okay, so let's start with XLOOKUP function. Now how to use it? Okay, for example, if I know the ID, for example, this is our employee ID column, right? So which are unique numbers. Now, if I know a certain ID, for example, if I pick this one, right? This one. Now, if I simply know this ID, I can easily find the other information related to this ID, which is name, gender, department, salary, start date, and all this information can be found by using this unique ID. Now how to do that? Using XLOOKUP function. Now first of all, I have to write the XLOOKUP function. XLOOKUP, as you can see here, it is already suggesting this function. Now what I have to do is I have to press the tab button, right? So it will complete the function. Now what will be the lookup value? The lookup value will be this employee ID. Now the lookup array. Now the lookup array will be this column. Okay, now I will not take this one, rather I will write it down. So this is our table 1 and the column header is employee ID, right? So EMP ID. Okay, so that was our lookup array. And what will be the return array? Return array is the column where our answer is located, right? For this example, the name will be the return array, right? I want to know the name of this ID. Therefore, I'll be writing here table 1 and then I'll write the header of that column, which is name. Now I have to close the bracket. As you can see here, the name is Linda. Okay, whose ID is ID 008. Okay, in the same way, I can find the department by using XLOOKUP using this employee ID. Now how to do that? Again, write XLOOKUP. Then we have to select the employee ID. Now where it is located? It is located in the employee ID column. So we have to select that one. So EMP. Okay, and in return, we want to know the department where this ID is located. Okay, or that person is working in. Okay, same thing. So the return array will be table 1 and the header will be the department. Okay, now if I close the bracket, I can see this ID is working in this department, which is admin department. Okay, now I can also find the salary of this ID. How to do that? Again, we have to use the XLOOKUP function. Okay, so again, lookup value will be this ID. Okay, lookup array. Lookup array means where this ID is located, which is located in employee ID. So first of all, you have to write the table, then the header, which is employee ID, and then again, now we want to know the return array. The return array will be the salary column. So write it down, table 1, salary. Okay, now we got the salary. In the same way, I can find the employee type. Okay, so again, write it down, XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP. Okay, again, the lookup value will be the employee ID, which is an unique number. Then the lookup array, that means where this ID is located, it is located in this column. Okay, so write it down, table 1, EMP. Okay, and the return array. And what you want? Want the employee type, and it is located where? In this employee type column, right? So table 1 and employee type. Okay, so this is our employee type, and you have to close the bracket. As you can see here, the employee is a permanent employee. Okay, so this is how we can use the XLOOKUP function to find information based on an unique number, right? In this example, I have used the employee ID. Okay. Now let's jump to the next one, which is the filter function. Okay, so this is a very important and interesting one. It has been introduced in Office 365. I think it is also present in Office 2021, I guess. Not sure though, but I think it is present in 21 and Office 365, of course. Okay, now using this function, we can do a lot of things. For example, I want to know how many people are working in the engineering department. Okay, so how many employees are working in the engineering department? Okay, so in order to answer this question, we can use this filter function. So write down this filter function. Array will be this entire table. Then want to know how many people are working in the engineering department, right? So then write down the table, then engineering. Okay, table, then department. Okay, our department will be engineering. Close bracket. Now as you can see here, these IDs or these people are actually working in the engineering department. Okay, again, if I want to know how many people are working in the tax department, again use the filter function here. Array will be the table 1, then table 1, and we need to know the department, and our department is, say, tax department. Okay, so tax department. Now as you can see here, these are the people who are working in the tax department. In this way, we can find out how many people are working in the accounting department or human resource department or R&D department. Okay, now if I want to know how many people are making, as you can see here, there is no header present, right? Now how to bring headers here? Okay, in order to do that, first of all, write table of 1, then headers. Okay, then we have to close the bracket. Now as you can see here, these are the headers of this information. Okay, so this is how we can also see the headers. Okay, now if I want to see how many people are making a salary of more than 100,000. Okay, so how many employees are making salary of more than $100,000? Okay, so again, what you have to do is we have to use the filter function. What will be the array? Table of 1. Okay, now I want to know the salary which is higher than 100,000. So let's write it down. Table of 1, salary greater than 100,000, and close the bracket. Now as you can see here, these are the people who are making more than $100,000. Okay, now if I want to know how many female employees are making more than 100,000. Now in order to do that, okay, first write it down. How many female employees are making more than 100,000? Are making more than 100,000, right? Now there are two conditions. One is they have to be female employees and then they have to make more than $100,000, right? So in order to in order to add one more condition, what you have to do is we simply have to put this thing in a bracket. Okay, then put a multiplication sign here, then write down another condition, which is table of 1, then salary, or not salary, gender. So gender, they have to be female. Let me see this thing again. Table, okay. Now as you can see here, these are the females who are making a salary of more than $100,000. Okay, so this is how we can add two or more conditions. What I have to do is we have to put that condition in brackets and it will be multiplied. We have to put a multiplication sign there. Okay, now we can add one more condition, that is the department. Okay, so I want to see how many female employees are making more than 100,000 and working in tax department. Okay, now in order to do that, what you have to do is we have to add another condition, which is they have to work in the tax department. Again, put a multiplication sign and add that condition, which is they have to work in the tax department. Okay, so let's write it down. Table 1, department. Now their department has to be tax. Okay, so close the bracket. Okay, so as you can see here, there's only one employee, who is Rebecca, who is a female. Her department is tax and she is making more than $100,000. So there are three conditions, okay, which was met and we got this value. Okay, now what you can do here is, here we are actually there is no range present, right? It is actually more than $100,000. We can also write in this way that, okay, like how many people, how many employees are making more than $50,000 but less than $100,000, right? Now how to do that? Okay, so there are basically two conditions. One is it has to be more than $50,000 and the second condition is it has to be less than $100,000. Now in order to do that, again we have to use the filter function, right? Table 1, okay, then include, okay, so table 1, salary. First it has to be more than $50,000. Okay, so this is our first condition. Okay, and the second condition is it has to be less than $100,000. Okay, so I'll write it down again. So salary, it has to be less than $100,000. Okay, now as you can see here, these are the employees who are making more than $50,000 but less than $100,000. Okay, again there are two conditions that have been made. Okay, so this is how can use actually range. Okay, and the last one is how many people are permanent employees. Okay, how many employees are how many employees are temporary. Okay, temporary. Now how to do that? Again, what you have to do is you have to write the filter function again. So table font, then table font, and employee type. Okay, so employee type is temporary. Now as you can see here, like these are the people who are temporary employees of the company. Okay, so this is how we can use this filter function and easily find out this information. So in the next video I'll try to add few more examples using filter function. So see you in the next video then.